Good morning, children. Today we'll discuss about Euler's angles. Let us go with the presentation. Okay, let us see Euler's angles. So here we'll consider three independent parameters to specify the orientation of body set of axis which is related to the space set of axis. So for this purpose here we will use three angles. So we may use chosen in various ways, but here the most commonly used set of angles are the Euler's angles, which are represented by phi, theta and psi. So here we can reach an arbitrary orientation of the body set of axis x dash, z dash from the space set of axis x comma y comma z. So by making three successive rotations performed in a specific order. That means here by using these phi, theta and psi, and by using three rotations, that means here actually we have the space set of axis. Here we have x, y, z. So here by arbitrary orientation we can reach an arbitrary orientation of the body set of axis by using here by using the space set of axis x comma y comma z. And here Euler's angles first rotation. So here first rotation we have chosen here phi. That means here we have considered here x, y comma z, space set of axis x comma y comma z. And here x is rotating with an angle phi from x to x1. So here I bar, j bar, k bar, these are the unit vectors for x, y and z axis. Whenever these x rotated with an angle of phi in an anti-clockwise direction, it rotates in an anti-clockwise direction from x to x dash. And here x is rotating relative to the z axis. That means here whenever x rotated from x to x dash with an angle phi, here y becomes y moves from y to y1. And here unit vector also changed from I here it is I bar, j bar, k bar for x, y, z axis. Whenever the x rotates with an angle phi, here unit vectors are I1 bar, j1 bar, k1 bar. And x is rotated with respect to in relative to the z axis. So here remains same fixed here. So here k bar is equals to k1 bar, and here I this is the unit vector I1 bar, and here j1 bar. So here we can observe x moves from x to x1, y moves from y to y1, but z here it is the fixed here constant here. So here this is the origin. So here uh, then the transformation to this new set of axis from space set of axis is represented by the equations here. I1 equals to cos phi I bar plus sin phi j bar. J1 is equals to minus sin phi I bar plus cos phi j bar, and K1 is equals to K dash here. So here by writing like this I1 J1 K1, which is equals to cos phi sin phi, and here for here K is not there, so it is 0. And here sin minus sin phi cos phi, and here in the place of k we have here 0. So here we have k, that means here in here we will obtain 1, and remaining x and y for I and j, here we got here 0 0, and I j k, here these are the unit vectors. Thus, x, y, z axes are transformed to x1, y1, z1 by the matrix of transformation. So here D is equals to, by taking the matrix of transformation, cos phi sin phi 0 minus sin phi cos phi 0, 0, 0, 1. So the angle phi is called the precession angle. The angle phi is called precession angle. Now let us see the second rotation. So in the case of second rotation, intermediate axis, we can say next intermediate axis x1, y1, z1 are rotated about x1 axis. So in the case of first rotation, z axis is relative to the z axis, x rotates relative to the z axis, but here x1 z1 x1 y1 z1 are rotated about x axis axis counter in the counterclockwise anti-clockwise direction through an angle theta. In the case of second, here second rotation it is theta. First rotation here we have phi, which is the precession angle. So here this is the intermediate axis relative to the x-axis here. So here about x1 axis counterclockwise through an angle theta to the position x2, y2, z2. Already in the case of first one, first rotation, x moves from x to x1, y from y to y1, z here it is relative because it is here constant. Now with respect to x, These again rotates here. Again, in the case of second rotation, we'll consider here theta. So here, let us see here from y1 to y2. So here y1 to y2 with an angle theta, and here from z1 to z2. So z moves from z1 to z2, but here with relative to x-axis, so that's why here x1 is equals to x2. So here also unit vectors from I1 equals to I2 here, from here J1 to J2, here from K1 to K2, and okay here. So I2 is equals to I1, J2 equals to, because here in the case of x it is constant relative to x, no, that's why here we have I2 is equals to I1, J2 equals to cos theta J1 plus sin theta K1, K2 equals to minus sin theta J1 plus cos theta K2. So here this is the notation of how we are using to write here these I2, J2, K2, these unit vectors. And or if you consider I2, J2, K2 equals to 1, 1, 0, 0 cos theta sin theta, 0 minus sin theta cos theta, I1, J1, K1. By using these, we will write like this matrix form. So in this case, the matrix for transformation can be written as this one: 1, 0, 1 0 0 0 cos theta sin theta, and here for here I2 equals to I1. So here also it is 0, it is mistaken here. 1 0 0 0 cos theta sin theta, 0 minus sin theta cos theta. So the angle theta is called the nutation angle. Second rotation is nutation angle. The x2 equals to x1 axis is the intersection of the xy and x2 y2 plane, and is called the line of nodes. So we can say this these are the line of nodes. Now let us consider the third notation, third rotation psi. So finally, the third rotation is performed about z2 equals to z dash axis. That means here we will consider relative to the z axis. Z2 is equals to Z1 through the angle side. Same here also we will consider the counterclockwise, so that x2 y2 axis coincide. X3 equals to x dash, y3 is equals to y dash. So thus the three rotations theta phi psi are bring the space set of axis to coincide with the body set of axis. So the theta phi and psi are the Euler's angles and completely specify the orientation of x dash, y dash, z dash system relative to the x, y, z system. These phi, psi, theta angles can be taken as the three generalized coordinates. Now let us consider here. So here in the case of third notation, we can see with respect to z, we are considered here. So z dash is equals to z2, which is equals to z1, and here from y2 to y dash here, it moves here with an angle psi, and here we can observe here with an angle psi, and here from x equals to x2 to x dash is equals to here x1 with an angle psi. This is the third rotation. So here in the case of third rotation, here finally third rotation performed Z2 with respect to Z2. So that means here we will observe here the three rotations phi, theta and psi bring the space set of axis to coincide with the body set of axis. That means here we can observe the coincidence of space set of axis to the body set of axis. Now let us write these rotations by using unit vectors I3, J3, K3 equals to I dash, J dash, K dash, which is equals to here I dash equals to I2 cos psi plus J2 sin phi, J dash equals to I2 minus I2 sin phi, sin psi plus J2 bar cos psi, K1 dash is equals to K2. So here by writing the matrix form I dash J dash K dash is equals to cos psi sin psi 0 minus sin psi cos psi 0 0 0 1 I2 J2 K2, so that the transformation matrix which we can write this one b equals to cos psi sin psi 0 minus sin psi cos psi 0 0 0 1. So the angle psi is called the body angle. So in this way we have reached at the body set of axis after three successive rotations of space set of axis. So we may write the complex matrix of transformation A as I bar, J bar, K bar, I dash, J dash, K dash is equals to A, I, J, K, or X dash, Y dash, Z dash is equals to A of X comma Y comma Z. So by using the equations 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17, by using all those equations, we can write I dash, j dash, k dash equals to I3, j3, k3, which is equals to b of I2, j2, k2, which is equals to b, bc, I1, j1, k1, which is equals to bcd, I bar, j bar, k bar. So here we can observe the coincidence of body plane here, xy plane. So here body set of axis and these we can observe the coincidence here. So Euler's angles, third rotation side defining body angle. So the three Eulerian angle phi psi theta in different planes we can observe here. So this is the intersection part here. Space. This is space xy plane and this is body plane. Body xy plane. So we can observe a intersection here. So from equation number 18 and 19, from these two equations, we see the complex matrix of transformation from space set of axis to the body set of axis. A equals to BCD. So inverse transformation from body set of axis to the space set of axis will be given by x, y, z equals to a power minus 1, x dash, y dash, z dash, or a equals to bcd equals to cos i sin psi 0 minus sin psi cos i 0 0 0 1 1 0 0 0 cos theta sin theta 0 minus sin theta cos theta into cos phi sin phi 0 minus sin phi cos phi 0 0 0 1. So which is equals to, by solving by multiplication, these two we will obtain this one. The inverse transformation matrix from the body set of axis to the space set of axis is given by A inverse is equals to A transpose, because A represents a proper orthogonal matrix. Thus, A inverse is equals to, by solving this one, we will obtain A inverse equals to A transpose. So this is the final output. Thank you, children.